Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at special right triangles from Unit 6. So our vocabulary is 45, 45, 90 triangle, 30, 60, 90 triangle. So a 45, 45, 90 triangle, so the diagonal of a square forms two congruent isosceles right triangles. Because the base angles of an isosceles triangle are congruent, the measure of each acute angle is 90 divided by 2 or 45. Such a special right triangle is known as a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So then our theorem is in a 45, 45, 90 triangle, the legs L are congruent and the length of the hypotenuse H is the square root of 2 times the length of a leg. So let's take a look at our first example. So we want to find the hypotenuse length given in an angle measure. So we know that this is 45, this is 90, which means this is also going to be 45 degrees. So we have that our hypotenuse is x, and then we have that one of our legs is 4. So from our theorem, our formula is h, which is hypotenuse, equals leg times the square root of 2. So let's plug in the values that we have. Again, opposite the right angle, that is our hypotenuse. So that means this is going to be x. Our leg is 4, so this is, instead of L, we're going to have a 4 here, times root 2. So I go ahead and type that in the calculator, 4 times root 2. I end up getting x is equal to approximately 5.7. Find the hypotenuse length given a side measure. So we have that these two are the same, and so from the learn, we know that these two are the same. Then this is going to be 45, and this is also going to be 45. Because the angles are the same, this is already a 90-degree angle, so that means these two are going to be 90 divided by 2, which is 45. So we're going to use our theorem, hypotenuse equals leg times the square root of 2. So plug in the values that we have. So we have that x is our hypotenuse, because that's going to be opposite. We have one of our legs is 5 times root 2. And then we have times another root 2. Well, root 2 times root 2 is going to give me 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So this is going to be x equals 5 times 2. So that's going to be x equals 10. Let's take a look at example 3. So find the leg length in the 45, 45, 90 triangle. So again, this is 45. This is our right angle. So this is also going to be 45 degrees. So because of that, we're going to use our formula again. Hypotenuse equals leg times the square root of 2. So opposite our right angle is our hypotenuse. So we have our hypotenuse value in this case. It's going to be 18. We don't have our leg value. That's our unknown. So this is going to be x times root 2. So to solve this, I'm going to undo what's happening to x. So I'm going to divide both sides by root 2. Divide by root 2. So I get x equals 18 over root 2. But I don't like to have a root 2 in the bottom, so I have to get rid of that. So 18 over root 2. How do I get rid of it? Well, we saw in the previous problem that we just have to multiply it by itself. So times root 2 times root 2. So basically we're multiplying it by 1. So this becomes 18 root 2 over Root 2 times root 2 is just 2. But we can simplify this down. 18 divided by 2 is 9 root 2. So this becomes 9 root 2, which is about 12.7. And if we look at it, 12.7 is less than 18, so that does make sense. So we did a 45, 45, 90 triangle. What about a 30, 60, 90 triangle? A 30, 60, 90 triangle is a special right triangle or right triangle with side lengths that share a special relationship. We can use equilateral triangles to find this relationship. So in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the length of the hypotenuse h is 2 times the length of the shorter leg s. And the larger leg L is the square root of 3 times the length of the shorter leg. So let's take a look at what we want to find here. So in this problem, we have that this is 30, this is 60. So that means this is going to be my shortest leg, this is going to be my middle leg, and then this is going to be my largest leg because that's the 90. So my shortest leg, S, equals, or S times square root of 3, S times the square root of 3 equals L. So in this case, our shortest side is X. This is going to be X times the square root of 3 equals our other leg, which is 12. So this is going to be divided by square root of 3, divide by square root of 3. We get X equals 12 over root 3. But as we said, we can't have 12 over root 3. So since we can't have 12 over root 3, we're going to have to do X, or not X, we're going to have to do 12 over root 3. So times root 3 times root 3. That gives me 12 root 3 over 3. Well, I can divide 12 by 3, and I get 4 root 3. Since I get 4 root 3, this is going to be X equals 4 root 3. So X equals about 6.9. So we solve for our missing value. We got X equals 6.9. So you're going to use these ideas to help you answer out the problems today. Write a summary about 45, 45, 90 triangles and 30, 60, 90 triangles.